So hello and welcome back to the channel. I thought I would give you guys a update on the flood. So if you've heard in the news, there's been flooding everywhere, and right now it's beautiful, but it was like this yesterday and all last night. It stormed again, even though we've already had flooding for weeks. So it was probably one of the worst torrential downpours last night. So this is our neighborhood. It's okay till you get up here and it goes from everything's good to this. So here's one of the streets in our neighborhood that are totally flooded. No, this isn't the street I live on. And if you want to know how deep it is, well, it's, I don't know, maybe half a foot. But it gets worse as we go down the street and we turn left. It is flooded all over the place, but luckily not on our street, at least not yet. So we're gonna take a ride around in a minute and see how the rest of Chiang Mai is faring with this flood. So right now I'm in at least 12 inches, maybe more. So this is getting in and out of our neighborhood. So don't let the pretty day fool you. The crazy thing is that I'd say 2.5 hours ago, Kendall and I left the neighborhood. This was not here. There was no rain here. There was nothing, meaning there was no water right here where we're at. We came back 2 hours later and drove back in, and this place is just flooded. I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm going to show everybody what's going on around here. But what we're doing is we're about to pull out onto a road called Canal Road. Somebody cop? And I'm going to show you how deep the drainage ditch is for Canal Road. And Canal Road has a very, very deep reservoir. That's what's in between these two. When we can get over there in just a little bit, and I'll show you when we get closer. So they're doing road construction, if you hadn't figured that out. They've got one lane ripped up and one lane that hasn't even been touched yet. So it's been a real mess everywhere around here in Thailand. Here's some areas to my left there. Flooding's not too bad there. So it's just hit or miss. It just depends on where you're at here in Chiang Mai. If you're around any sort of body of water, you're in trouble. All right, so let me merge over. All right, so if you could see, and it does get worse as I go straight ahead, you can see the water in between the two sides there. Well, that is extremely deep. I don't know how many feet it is, but if I had to guess, I'd say that's like a 16 to 20 foot drop. And as you'll see, getting ready to overflow. So we'll see that in just a moment. So you can look over at the mountains. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's a beautiful day, but it's probably going to be short-lived like the rest of the days here in the past several weeks. Areas that we've never seen affected by flooding in the past, they're definitely affected this time. Now this is where Kendall and I used to live a year and like 2 months ago. I don't know if you saw some of our videos about floods. This area floods a lot. If there's ever a chance for a flood, you can guarantee it's going to happen here. Look at that. Yep, the whole street's flooded. They were supposed to get this problem fixed. They dredged out the channel over there to make this not happen, but it did it again. So this is our old neighborhood. Take a look around. And it is deep. Real deep. Yay, I'm turning around. So yeah, old neighborhood is still flooding. Look at this car going through. I mean, my feet are underwater now. Yeah, this is all messed up. Why does this not surprise me? I thought for sure this area would be flooding, even though they said they had this fixed. Yeah, our street is like 3 more to the left. There's also another subdivision down there. By subdivision, I mean neighborhood. Wow, here comes the sun. Yeah, this is bad. Let's go ride down this other side street where we can ride and see what's going on. So right where you see this red car is where we used to live. It's dry. And this, whew, look at that. Yeah, even though I think I could go drive through this, I'm not going to. Go back the other way where it's safe. So you can see there's some flooding over here to my left, and that is by a restaurant called Carp Cafe. So all this, if you're familiar with where Carp Cafe is, this is that area. It doesn't seem too bad though. So here's a look at the water levels right there. You can see how close to the bridge it is, and it even gets worse if we go up further ahead. So now we're getting up here by Mejia Market. So if you look to the right, especially where this little overpass thing is to the right, you can see how far up the water is. If we get any more rain, it's probably going to go over the edge, and we're going to have a big issue in this area, that's for sure. All right, now we're coming up on the moat. So let's see what the levels, I've been dying to see what the levels look like over here. So not as bad as I thought. I just envisioned them going over the edge, but you can see it's super high, which is to be expected. And we'll go around and see how downtown Chiang Mai is faring with all of this rain. So you can see a good shot of the level of the moat right there. Again, this is on the south part of the moat. Still not going over the edge, which is a real good thing. So we're going to do a whole circle around Old City, and then we're going to go to the Ping River and see what's going on there near the Woorrat Market. Okay, now we are on the east side of Old City. This is the Top Ha Gate coming up here on our right. As you can see, the flooding's not bad here at all. So at least for the perimeter around Old City, I'm going to say that there is not much flooding going on here at all. As a matter of fact, I don't see any. So my guess is that it's going to be closer to the major rivers as one would expect. But I did want to see what it was like here in the Old City, whether it affected them at all. Checking in on the north side. This is the north side of Old City. Nothing to show here. Still dry. Not bad at all. So I'm not sure of the name of this road, but it takes you from Old City, and it's going to take you to the Woorrat Market, Chinatown, the Ping River, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to ride over here and see what's going on. Now, I did see in the news where the night market that's open every night is flooded. Apparently they set up some sandbags and they didn't hold. The floodwaters came in, and it's not a good scene right now. So we're going to drive through here and get to the Ping River and see what it looks like on this side. So we're going to walk right here by the Ping River. I'm going to go on that little crosswalk up there and show you a good view of what it looks like. Here is one shot of it. You can see it's going really fast, and if you don't know this river well, it's really a lot higher than normal. But business as usual right here at the Woorrat Market. Doesn't seem to be any water on the road, so nothing too major. So apparently a lot of the flooding is going on in maybe rural parts where there's a lot of low-lying areas. But as far as the route that I took from Hangdong all the way to Old City, it doesn't seem too bad in those sections, so that's a good thing. You can see they have sandbags getting ready for the water to come up even more. So that is all the way as far as you can go along this wall all the way down. So here is the view. You can see if I point down that the water is flowing quite nicely. So it's not over the banks yet, and hopefully it won't be, but this is exactly what it looked like yesterday. It was just absolutely gorgeous. I thought, okay, this is the end of the rain, only to have raining all last night. Here's a look at the other side. So you can see how fast that water is flowing. But thank God we have this beautiful day right now, and hopefully we won't get a whole lot of rain again today or overnight. Now these people who have their homes right beside the Ping River are not looking like it's doing too well. We'll get a little bit closer. Let me show you this side. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's right inside the restaurant there. You can't even see the sign. It's underwater right there. Not doing well there. Let's go over here. There's somebody's house. If you can see way in the distance there, you can see that water's all the way up to their house. We'll head down there and take a look. So I'm on the other side of that bridge on the street back here. You can see the businesses don't look like they're too affected. They're all barricaded and ready for it. That's not trash littered down the street. Those are all sandbags where they're trying to be preemptive of keeping all of the water out. So not so bad on this one. See all the sandbags here. And then this is where we just came from. I was gonna show you down below here. So this is the bridge that takes you to the other side, back to Woorot Market. But yeah, look, they got this all barricaded off for the water because it is seeping through. What a mess. Here's the inside of that one restaurant over here. They're all flooded out as well. So there's your update. Again, rain last night. Hopefully it ends. But it doesn't look as bad on the route I took as I thought it was going to be. However, we need the rain to stop, and we need it to stop quickly, because if this comes up anymore, there's going to be some major issues. And as far as I know, the airport is still open. So anyway, there is your update for this Friday. Thank you for watching. If you feel so inclined, buy us a coffee. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you also want to subscribe, we'd love to have you in the Narrowgate family. All right, guys, till next time, Kap Kun Kap.